Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So this morning is March 18th, 2023. I will be reading a verse from Proverbs 18, verse 16. This morning as I was looking through this, I was actually very distracted. But I got to this verse and God pulled me back for a moment. And so that's the reason I'm sharing it. It says, "A gift opens doors for a man and brings him before the great." And I got to thinking about that for a minute. And we get tied up in the worldly wisdom of what Solomon has to say. I mean, this is clearly worldly wisdom. Remember when the Magi came to King Herod and wanted to see the new king? They brought gifts, right? You can see all the way throughout history when somebody comes to parley with another nation, they always bring gifts. That's how you manage to get an audience with the king, right? The better the gift, the more likely you are to get an audience. I was thinking about that this morning, and how does that apply to our spiritual lives? And I'm betting none of us really think about that very often. But do you remember that Jesus said in Matthew that if we were offering our gifts at the altar and there remember that someone has something against us, we need to leave our gift, go make things right with that person, then come back and offer our gift? I remember many years ago, I was dealing with some things, and really I was actually praying for a particular individual, asking God, why don't you change them? Yeah, I know, I'm backwards so many times in my life, but I'm being honest, I'm being transparent. And God looked at me and said, "You're here at my altar offering a gift." And it confused me for a moment because I, number one, am not a Jew. I am not at the temple. And what kind of gift am I bringing? I'm not bringing a lamb or anything. And then I remembered in Revelation, it said, the prayers of the righteous are like incense going up to the altar in heaven. He said, you're offering your gift here at my altar by praying. Go make things right with them. I said, "But Lord, they're the problem." And he said, "They have an ought with you. They just don't know it." And that made me mad because you're right, God, they don't. And if I bring it to them, then they will. And then they'll have a right to have an ought. Right now, it's just between you and me. He said, "No, go make it right. Don't come back until you do." I went and I shared with that person why they should have an ought against me and asked for forgiveness, and came back and then offered my prayer to God. No longer praying that God fix them, but asking God to forgive me and make things right in me, so I could be the right relationship with Him and then be in right relationship with the other person. A gift opens doors for a man and brings him before the great. How are you offering gifts to God so you can be before the great? It's a good question for us all today. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.